Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I play the various regions, provinces, states, counties, oblasts, whatever you call a subdivision of your country across the Earth. And I do so on GeoGuessr. And the aim is basically to play every single region of the world that is playable on GeoGuessr, and hopefully explore and get to see new things, and hopefully have a good time. And the ultimate aim is to score 25,000 points in the region. If I do score 25,000 points, I'd simply take the region off my list of regions to play, which actually is a completely random list. I only know when I sit down to record. Only then will I know which one will be the next region I will cover. So I do that with a random number generator and a list. Well, if I fail to play 25,000 points, the region stays on the list and may feature one day in the future if the random number generator wants it so. Today, though, is a special case because we're going to Madagascar. We're going to the Androy region on Madagascar. And the reason why it is a special case is that I am not sure whether this is a good idea or not. Because, it's all third-party photography. That means that this is not something that Google has done. It's not some Google Street View car. This is private photography. It's nothing really inherently wrong about private photography and stuff in GeoGuessr. That's fine. But as you can see, it's pretty scattered. If we zoom in, we see there's not a lot. There's like just tiny snippets of road. And that is going to make this insanely hard to play. So I sort of have to try to commit to memory the stretches of road that are sort of available, and make an attempt. But I have a strong feeling that this will be close to unplayable. But I'll give it a go anyway. And if I see that it's completely futile, well, we'll deal with that as we go along. So, because there's a lot of region. I mean, this Androy region on Madagascar is 19,500 square kilometers, just about. And it's got about 1 million people living here, but I have a feeling we won't see many of those people because most of these little snippets of road are way out in the countryside. They're not really in the cities, except maybe for this thing over here in Beloha. And a couple of things in Tsiumbe. Other than that, it's all road shots, and a lot of them are sort of going in the same direction as well. So this could be very, very tricky. Anyway, the capital of this region is called Ambovombe. That's the one over here, Ambovombe, and that has 65,500 people as of 7 years ago. So yeah. I really don't know how much of a good idea this is, but you never know. It could be interesting at least. So we'll see. We'll give it a shot. That's the very least I can do. So let's just make sure that this is saved, and then we go to the map. Oh hey! Oh, they changed the layout since yesterday. Okay, this is new. Of course, you'll be watching this a few weeks ahead in the future. So, as I'm recording this, it is May 7th. This wasn't here yesterday, on the 6th. So, yeah. Well, I don't mind this. So, let's see. We're going to make a challenge anyway. Yeah, this will be a challenge. And as usual, I'll put the challenge link in a document for safekeeping to use when I will post this thing on YouTube someday in the future after I'm done editing. Well, North-south. Okay, that at least helps us. Oh, but what are they doing here? Are they... Ah, yes. So basically, this man is holding his bonus, oh no, his photosphere camera, something on a stick, I think. Kind of seems like it. Or is it fastened up here? Yeah, probably it is. Mounted up here. But yeah, it's, I do believe it's the camera that isn't level. It's not the country. Otherwise, these cows would slip right off the map. No, these are not cows. These are goats. Goats, not ghosts. This church has seen better days. Indeed. Looks like it has been the victim of a fire. Okay, so we have a road that goes somewhat northwards. So we have this... three stretches of road that are northwards on this one. And then there's the road between Beloha and Lavanovo. So, at least we don't have that many to choose from. But the question... Oh, we do have buildings. Excellent. Okay. Let's just see. Are there any other features here? Okay, so this is the end of the road in this direction. Or rather, the end of the coverage in this direction. Now we got cacti. This is a very straight bit of road, isn't it? And and it's snipped off as well. Right, that doesn't give me much to go by, does it? Looks like there might be a building over there. Very straight bit of road, very flat land. Let's see, I'm just going to pop it down there for now. It's not where we are, but let's see, can I get a sort of a feel of the topography of the place, or is it all very flat? Seems to be very flat. Doesn't seem to be a lot of mountains. There's some mountains up here, or hills at least. Which means we could be pretty much anywhere. The road feels like it's slightly east of north. So we could be here. We could be here. Or we could be somewhere here. So let's see. Can we... No, it's not here. Because we don't have that bend in the road. Would have been nice if it was, though, but let's just stroll along a little bit. Let's see, there weren't any other buildings here, were there? No. There is a structure here, which might show us a separate building. Let's see, okay, so we're probably not on that road. Okay, so then we go hunting on the road. Let's see, I think it was north of here that the coverage was, but I'm just gonna... Let's see, here we got hills, actually. You see the outline there, so maybe, well, they seem to be a sort of a distance away. It might not be that tall, so let's see if we can find one single or two buildings next to each other. Let's see. Okay, so this road isn't as straight as I thought it might be. Okay, I made a mistake there. I'll have to look up this thing again because I zoomed out too much. Let's see, and of course there's the question of whether this photosphere can be trusted in terms of direction. So I'm just going to go with the hope that the direction showing on the compass corresponds with the direction on the map. And let's see now. Okay, now the road starts going in other directions. Let's see. No, not here. That's not the candidate because we're moving slightly east and north. And we've got bends and stuff. Possibly. Not likely, but possibly. Nah, that's not it. Way too many buildings coming up afterwards. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've still got quite a distance to get to the north here, so still a lot of ground to cover. So, it's not those. And it didn't seem like we were coming up to a town, so... Chasing the yellow line. Let's see now. This could be a good stretch, except that it isn't. Yeah, all the roads go in the right direction, it feels like. So maybe we'll find it, maybe we won't. And if we won't, well, then I will just click wherever. This is a good direction. This is an even better direction. This is a worse one. Guess we're not there, but I'm just going to put the marker down so I have it nearby. Okay, what about here? No, too many buildings. Too many buildings, way too many buildings. Okay, next chance is, well, it's probably not here, but I'm going to give a little wriggle room. Just in case the compass is off a bit. Let's see. No. Here? Nope. Don't tell me it's right on the border. That would be totally typical. Oops. Let's see. And if we don't find it, well, we don't find it. It's as simple as that. And not much we can do about that. Oh, this... I like the direction. Unfortunately, the whole thing was ruined by all the buildings that showed up. But we're coming up on a couple of stretches of road that look promising. Like here. Okay, not there. How about here then? Nope. And then we come to the border. Well, that was 8 wasted minutes. Which means I have no idea where we are. Some hills, so there might be some houses out in the side here, but yeah, that's a mistake I did. Dude. Oh man. That's what you get when you don't check properly. Don't use your eyes. Oh no. Let's see, we'll have to chase up from hereabouts again. Let's see. I'm gonna do it more swiftly this time. Not there. Not there. Because it might have been a place or two I dismissed out of hand due to the presence of other buildings, and that might have been a major mistake. Let's see. That might have been a major mistake, all right. But it doesn't seem like I'll be striking gold anyway. Look at the Eastwoods. Yeah, this makes for riveting watching, I know. No. But this is what you're reduced to doing when this is the information you got. No, this doesn't seem like it. I'm going to give that road in the south a tiny chance as well. But none of this is looking very promising at all. Indeed it isn't. And there's nothing up here. Just looking for something either side of the road. And we're not really getting it, are we? What about that? It's not right. But to put it another way, it's the rightest we've had. There's a house over there as well. I might have tricked myself here. So we're going to take a final look from Lavanono up this road. Let's see. This one doesn't seem to have anything that fits. Yeah, this does not seem to be it. Okay, I'm gonna go with the location I put it in up there. It's gonna be wrong. Very, very, very wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I think I could be forgiven for that. I simply did not notice all of these houses behind that cemetery. One single point. Hurrah! Okay, next one. All right. Kind of seems to be nearby, doesn't it? So, how far south can I go? Oh, that's as far south as I can go. And how far north can I go? Road off to the side, that might be useful. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay, so but we do have a little road. Yeah, that is a road to the left. And the road is doing basically the same thing. So let's gamble on this being the same road. And look for a road that takes off and goes northeast. But we have to be straight north, more or less. That could have been good if it wasn't for the fact that it wasn't. Okay, and then we are left with the... Well, you know what? Let's stretch the road again. But I have a feeling, as it says RN, which I assume means Route Nationale or something, that road ought to be in Bettenik, but ought to and will be are two very different things. So, how about here? No, we're going to put the marker down in this vicinity anyway. This looks like a promising bit of road, except that it isn't. Lots of promising pieces of road. But when I don't have any other information to go by, it's all promise and no substance. Nah. Definitely not. Yeah, I couldn't script this map either. It's all third-party coverage, and the script I'm using only supports the official Street View stuff. No, I'm not so sure we will be able to find this one. Nah. Okay, we will I kind of like the idea that it is down where we were. So I'm going to go for that, and something down here. So let's see, do I see any squiggly bits? No, I don't. So just going to plonk it here, and well, we're not going to plonk it there because there are houses. So there are more houses. Plonk it here then. Then just say, well, I'm probably going to be as far away as I was in the first round. Let's see. Dude. I'll take that as a 5k. That's just silly. That's just silly. Okay. Just shows that your instincts can work a little bit at times. Ooh. Okay, now the compass is going northeast. Well, that gives us a lot to play with. Okay, how far can we go? And let's see, let's have a closer look at this. This must be a school or something. There's lots of buildings here. Most striking are these three little kind of hut-like things, structures. And that's definitely got to be a school, right? Yeah, let's go northeast, see how far we can go. Okay, that was as far as we could go that direction. Then we go southwest. Okay, so we have a compound of buildings to the south of the road. We got some scattered buildings. We got a lot of scattered buildings, actually. And then we got a bend down here. We have been going south by southwest. Now we are more southwest, and that's where I find my end. Okay, so we could be sort of anywhere between the border and Ambovombe, and possibly down between Antreki and Beloha. Let's start with Antreki and Beloha. Let's see. For all I know, we could be in Beloha as well. Okay, so now we're in Beloha and we have not found the compound. There are no... I haven't seen anything that resembles. So let's see. But there was another road that went... what was the road that went sort of the other route? Was it down here, I think? Well, I'm unable to find that now. But okay, yeah, and then there was also this bit that led into Tsiombe. Let's see, if we start up here, maybe. Let's see, this bit here. Other houses? Well, there are houses, but no compound. And this is the best candidate I've seen yet. It's not correct, but it's the best candidate. And, well, we haven't crossed any rivers. Okay, so then we are left with the stretch between the border to the next region and on down to Ambovombe. Well, actually, I want to think about it. We might be in some other places as well. But we'll get to that if... Let's see, have we made it to Ambovombe yet? Yes, we have. We're not here. There's way too many houses for us to be in Numbawamba. So let's see, have a look in southwest, because we could conceivably also be in... Not in this town, nor in that one. But how about in... No, it can't be in Madagascar either. Which means I am lost for alternatives. This is not where we are. I can't imagine that being the case. Not at all. Because that is on a bend. This isn't. So what do we do then? Let's have a look up. Yeah, hang on, we could be in... No, we're not in Butter Bay, are we? No, doesn't seem like it. And we're not down in Lavanovo. Not in Butter Bay. So... So where are we then? Of course, now I don't remember how much of the road out of Ambanovo, Ambavomba, how much of that road was covered. So let's just have a look, further look down towards Tsiombe. Nope. Come on, you buildings, reveal yourselves to me. I would much like to solve this, but definitely not where we are. The direction is wrong. And there are too many people. Tricky, tricky, tricky. No, we're not there. Okay, one last final check in this area. We're not here. The footage could be old though. I kind of would like that, but now it's all wrong in every conceivable way, really. So, but yeah, we didn't see anything here first time, and I don't think we'll see anything here second time. But just here we go. I just hate leaving opportunities unexplored. So let's see. So there's an alternative way going from somewhere around here, isn't there? The road just doesn't go in the right directions. When there are houses on the right side, there are either too many or too few houses on the opposite side. There's one thing I don't think I checked properly. I mean. And that's down here, but the directions are all wrong on the road. For now. Now things could get a little better. Let's see. Excuse me. You know what? I'm going to say over here that is also going to be wrong. Dude! Ah, none of the buildings were visible on the map. That's gonna... Well, it could of course be misplaced. Okay, getting really lucky there. In the same vicinity yet again. Southwest, it kind of looks very similar, doesn't it? Wait. Okay. So we were supposedly up here. And these three buildings were in the same spot, so we have just a few houses down the road from the same location. Here's that compound that we supposedly were at, and here are, I remember, those three houses. So if this is anywhere resembling anything correct, I should be... Let's see, there's a road coming out here. We're not at this intersection, are we? Probably not, but we come around the bend here as well. Could have been that one, maybe. Sit back here. Let's see, the buildings on the side here. That road there. It's got to be that one. And then there's a little stub here, which is probably that one. Meaning, let's see, do we see this little blue shack? Yeah, we see it down here. Let's see. That's got to be that one. So, and that thing must be the structure in the trees there. So we're looking at that blue thing. If things are even remotely precise. So, I'm gonna try that. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I think... Well, I should have checked the opposite way, but I think there is a slight bit of misrepresentation on the map here as well. But yeah, how about that? Oh, I remember. There weren't many lonely photospheres, but there was this one. And frankly, I don't quite recall where it was, but I think it was somewhere by Pecrito, maybe. So let's say that it is somewhere in the town here. That could be off by absolute miles, but that is as much as I remember. But okay, now that we're just in a yard, let's see what we got here. We got lots of sticks and poles, and might be for firewood, might be for construction. We got a tree. That's probably the outhouse. Don't know what they use this for. That's probably for storing food, I would think. Padlocked and stuff. And we got plenty of cacti and cinder blocks and more trees. And so let's see. So why are they? So is this supposed to be a clothesline or something? And then there's this one. Just seems to be standing there more or less on its own, with no obvious purpose. It is not supporting that thing as far as I can see. So, curious one. And ladder and a somewhat battered bicycle with flat tires. And a chicken. Yeah. And what is that? Anyone's guess, I guess. Okay, well, I guess we've thoroughly explored this this Malagasy yard, so we can guess and see if we're anywhere near. No, I was not. I wasn't below her. Oh, yeah, there were a couple of photospheres there as well. How does that correspond with what we saw, though? I forgot to make note of the directions, so I can't really say anything. But okay. That's the worst score we've had so far in the series. But still, there were 3 good rounds in there. Three in the middle, the ones at the front and the back weren't much to write home about. But these 3, we got to be happy with that, right? Yeah. Well, I'll say I'm happy with that. So yeah, that is the Androy region of Madagascar done. Oh yeah, and it was a bit messy when it comes to how playable it was, but still, it's doable. At least if you pay proper attention with it, which I did not over here. That one, I don't think I would have ever got anyway. So yeah. I'm sort of happy I played that. And I'm also happy that you are still with me here on A Tiny Dot in Space, and I hope you will join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.